It was 2 years since I joined the company. It felt like a long time in my youth. I usually didn't have a good breakfast in the early morning and ran to work. I had to run to get a bus to sign my name in the attendance book. After work, I went to the Institute for College Entrance and the reading room almost every day. Sometimes, I had a meal or drank with my coworkers or friends in the evening. At that time, I felt pressured to study. My company opened an English conversation course and recruited applicants. The company invited an American instructor to teach English conversation. Although the course was not mandatory, I decided to take the course. The English class started at 7:30 in the early morning before the starting time for work. When I entered the classroom, there were about 20 coworkers. Miss Jung from the next department beckoned me to sit next to her. She joined us as a trainee in October the year prior. She smiled sweetly at me, so the day came fresh. On the other hand, Miss Kim from the import department also greeted me with a nod, unlike the female employees who joined the company in the public employment. She came in on the recommendation of a vice chairman. She had short-cut hair among the trainees with bobbed hair, so she looked sophisticated. I often raised my hand in class and asked questions. When I tried to talk to the American teacher with a mixture of nonsense, the female staff gave me a look of envy. Originally, the company's main export item was textile products, but exports of general products such as light industrial products and chemicals increased explosively. With the growth of the general merchandise, my department hired more than 20 new female employees that year. Among the new female employees, there were college graduates, but most of them were high school graduates. They were scheduled to graduate from Girls Commercial High School. I worked to support sales parts such as shipping, export licensing, recommendation of association, certificate of origin, etc. Since my job was connected to all the staff in the department, I was close to the female colleagues and popular with them because of my good looks. The graduation season for female colleagues was approaching. I bought more than 20 of the monthly literature magazine Samter as graduation gifts for all the female colleagues. Some of my seniors at work joined me when they heard that I was preparing the gifts. The female colleagues in the office glistened at the little gift. I wanted to be friends with everyone and be considerate of everyone. It was time for lunch. Miss Kim of the import department, with her desk located next to mine, came up to me. "Why do you discriminate against me?" "When did I?" "Why did you leave me alone when you gave all of the other female colleagues graduation gifts?" Miss Kim shed her eyes slightly. At that moment, I knew there was a mistake. "I have a special present for you, so I'll see you later at lunch." I bought a Samter during lunchtime, wrapped it up, and put on a special ribbon. Actually, I didn't even know Miss Kim's name. She joined the company later than the other trainee and looked mature because she had short-cut hair, not bobbed hair like any other. I had never seen her wearing a school uniform, so naturally I thought she had come in as a career worker. When I offered the gift to Miss Kim and said congratulations, her cheeks turned red as a soft persimmon. We worked in the office of the new building, but some of it had not been built yet, so we were using the restaurant next door. When I went to the restaurant, I used to walk with Miss Jung and Miss Che. However, from the time I gave the graduation gifts, Miss Kim joined us. I overheard them walking to the next building and talking. When I overheard them, she seemed to have grown up in a bright family. When we entered the restaurant, the young man serving in the restaurant treated Miss Kim with exceptional kindness He used to give her an extra toast or something else. Haha, the appetite is the national power, right? Thank you. Miss Kim's smile made the man's face flushed. I thought she was a rude girl, but I didn't hate her. One day at lunch, when I came back to the office from work, Miss Kim was waiting for me alone. Did you have a meal? No, I couldn't eat because I was waiting for you. I'm coming back from a meal with the other people in the client's office. Are you sorry? Then, can you buy me a bowl of ramen? I was a little embarrassed by her boldness. Sitting at the instant noodle ramen shop in the basement near the railroad station, I looked at her eating ramen without modesty. The appetite is a national power. Don't you know this? I'm a lady. It's embarrassing to stare at me while I'm eating. What makes her proud? Youth? The import department was not as busy as the export department, so Miss Kim read books whenever she could. The female colleagues in the export department had a lot of typing and no nails were left. The sad times passed by quickly until the day I entered the army. Miss Jung became closer and closer. Whenever I went to the restaurant to eat, Miss Jung grabbed me by the arm. Miss Jung laughed and punched me in the shoulder while talking. That day, Miss Kim followed us with her head down without saying anything. The next day, Miss Kim was absent from work. I got a call from her in the evening. This is Kim. I couldn't come to work today because I had one of my molars removed. I'm nervous because I pulled my teeth out. I'm on a payphone now and my voice is shaking. When I hung up the phone, I felt strange. She had to call the staff in the import department. Why did she call me? Does she like me? Maybe she was absent from the office out of jealousy when she saw that I was friendly with Miss Jung. Oh my God. I was confused with various ideas. In fact, I couldn't afford to put my mind on such a thing. It was because my parents had terrible arguments every day. My father had a great deal of PTSD. When my mother spoke to the supermarket man or ran into my father's friend on the street and greeted him, my father stayed up all night and tormented her. So the only two-room house was always in chaos. The whole family couldn't sleep well at night. So I couldn't afford to fathom Miss Kim's feelings.